Belize is considered rich in natural resources with its expanse of marine and green ecosystems. But how do we go about measuring the value of these natural resources? That is what the Government of Belize, in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank and Natural Capital Project, are seeking to establish through the Belize Sustainable Future Workshop at the Biltmore.
At many points, we don't understand and we don't convert these things or monetize them. So, for example, when there is a natural disaster, and say, for example, there are trees that have fallen because of the natural disasters, we would say X amount of trees have been destroyed because of a natural disaster. In reality, it's how much money did the nation lose, right? And this is one of the aspects that is not well captured within Belize.
Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Economic Development, Osman Martinez, further explained that a system will be developed through the workshop to determine the value of Belize's natural resources. The official term used for such value is natural capital. Mary Ruckelshaus, the Executive Director of Natural Capital Project, Stanford University, is providing significant technical support for this endeavor.
Belizeans, as you know, understand very deeply the benefits that nature brings to you, to people, to species, but it's time to get real, and it's time to start measuring those benefits in monetary and human development terms so that we can really capture the value of those and maintain them to bring this climate resilience that we need. The benefits of these natural capital approaches is that we can quantify spatially. So it's taking what you know in your heart about how nature benefits people and using data and algorithms to map where are the benefits, where are lobster fisheries really benefits coming from, what about tourism benefits, and what about coastal vulnerability, coastal protection, quantifying it, and in cases in Belize, because the decision makers, you told us, it would also be helpful to monetize these. So
Jade Delvaux, a senior fellow at Natural Capital Project, provided further insight to today's gathering on the natural capital assessment approach being implemented. Her presentation focused on human activities, its risks to natural habitats, as well as co-benefits and values.
On the left here, you have a map from 2020 capturing the different human uses on the seascape. You have marine transportation in brown, you have the blue dots which represent dredging, for instance. And then through a model, we can convert that to how those activities pose a risk for mangrove forest. And then through quantifying the level of risk, we can say that, okay, the habitats that are not at high risk are the functional habitats because they can still provide benefits to people. And then from there, we can convert that to lobster catch and revenue.
According to Dr. Osman Martinez, further workshops and research will be conducted over the course of the next 15 months before a natural capital system is established in Belize.
Hurricane Lisa, as you clearly stated, it gave us, it was an eye-opener. You know, when you look at the amount of debris that you could have seen after the hurricane left, after the hurricane passed, it was crazy. But at the same time, the most vulnerable population, and especially the house stock, you know, the housing infrastructure within our vulnerable population was exposed. Therefore, we acknowledge that there is a lot of work that needs to do in terms of improving the infrastructure, especially of the vulnerable population.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.